Hey, Texas Boosted. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and cut out the floor. That way I can put it in the high hump. It'll go right there. That'll give me plenty of room for clearance on whatever transmission combination I go with. So I'm going to drill a couple of holes. That way I can put my saw in there and start getting this cut out. So you can tell the difference between the low hump and the high hump. That'll give us more room above the transmission. And there we go. That's all we needed. Another part done. So the advantage of doing a high hump transmission cover is that you can bolt it in and out. So if you're doing any work, if you're mating a transmission or taking one out, it makes it a whole lot easier to get to the bolts in the back of the block. This is going to let me also run just about every transmission that Chevrolet has right now. If I wanted to do a manual or standard, depending on which manual transmission, I may end up having to later on extend the hump back a little bit. But with the 4L60s, 4L80s, and 6L90s, I shouldn't have to. This hump should take care of all of that. So I'll be able to run the automatic transmission, no problem now. I've got plenty of clearance. It's not going to hit the floor. And like I said, it makes it a lot easier to get to the bolts on the back of the block to unbolt or bolt up the transmission. So many advantages. I am going to buy a new hump. I just use this for my cut. That way I know where to cut and where I need to put my bolts and stuff. All right, since I've got the hump out right now, I wanted to show you the transmission, show you how much room there is to get to the bolts on the back of the block, and just to be able to plug in some of the plugs on this transmission. Right now I've got a 4L60 in it, and it just makes it easy to get to everything. Let me flip you around. So here's the main plug for the transmission, and whatever I'm working on I can get to with that out. And if I was going to just bolting the block in and out, you can get to the bolts right there. That's a whole lot easier than trying to squeeze your hand into a really tight spot. So that's one of the advantages. Even if you don't plan on going to one of these transmissions right away, I'd go ahead and do it just so that you have that option later on, and you're not having, after you get it painted and everything, you don't have to go back and recut all this out. Might as well do it at the beginning. So plan your stuff out and get it done. So all right, y'all stay safe.